Before GTA 6 even had a trailer, before it even had a release date, before anyone had even heard the names Jason and Lucia, there was a 19-year-old waitress from Texas and a small-town crook with a limp he'd never fully explained. Her name was Bonnie Parker. His was Clyde Barrow. And 90 years before Rockstar Games built a billion-dollar sequel around two lovers on a crime spree, these two actually lived and died, the story that GTA 6 is quietly borrowing from. Now, Rockstar has never officially confirmed it, but he has. Bloomberg's Jason Schreier, one of the most trusted reporters covering the games industry. According to him, Rockstar drew inspiration directly from Bonnie and Clyde when building GTA 6's two lead characters. And the moment you, GTA's biggest fan, saw that first trailer, you didn't need Rockstar to confirm anything. It was obvious. A young couple, deeply in love, tearing across a neon American landscape, robbing, running, daring the world to catch them. That's the blueprint. So let's go back to where this blueprint was actually written. Bonnie Parker met Clyde Barrow in January 1930 at a friend's house in West Dallas. She was 19. She was already married, technically, to a man serving time for murder, a man she'd never actually divorced. He was 21, restless and already sliding into a life of small robberies. Whatever it was that passed between them that day, it was immediate and it was total. Within weeks, Clyde was arrested for burglary. Now, Bonnie did not walk away. She visited him in jail, and one of the boldest opening moves in criminal history, she smuggled in a gun to help him escape. He got out, but he got caught again. He went back to prison, this time to Eastham Prison Farm, a place so brutal, it would leave permanent scars on how Clyde saw the world and the people who ran it. When he was finally paroled in February 1932, he didn't go looking for a quiet life. He went straight back to Bonnie, and together they hit the road. What followed was 21 months that changed how America understood crime, romance, and fame, permanently and all at once. Now, they weren't criminal masterminds. They weren't robbing Fort Knox. Bonnie and Clyde hit small banks, gas stations, grocery stores, whatever was in front of them. What made them different wasn't the scale of what they stole. It was the way the country watched them do it all. In 1933, police raided one of their hideouts in Joplin, Missouri, and found a camera. Undeveloped inside it were photographs that the couple had taken of themselves, laughing, posing with guns, Bonnie play acting with a cigar clenched in her teeth. Those photographs hit newspapers within days. And overnight, two small outlaws from Texas became the most photographed criminals in all of America. The public didn't just read about Bonnie and Clyde. They saw them, young, in love, armed, smiling with the cameras like two movie stars. That image, glamorous, dangerous, impossibly cinematic, is the exact image Rockstar has spent 13 years building GTA 6 around. But the romanticized version leaves this part out. Bonnie and Clyde were not folk heroes. They were killers, stone-cold killers. Over roughly 2 years, the two of them were responsible for at least 13 deaths, the majority of them police officers, gunned down at close range on ordinary roadsides. On Easter Sunday 1934, outside Grapevine, Texas, two highway patrolmen pulled over to check what looked like a stalled car. They never made it back to their motorcycles. Then a week later, the two of them killed a police constable in Oklahoma and kidnapped the town's chief. By the spring of 1934, Texas had had enough. A retired Texas Ranger named Frank Hammer was bought out of retirement with one single job: find the two of them. Now, he didn't chase them across state lines the way local police had spent the past 2 frustrating years doing. He studied them instead, their habits, their favorite back roads, the family members that they couldn't resist visiting even while the whole country was out hunting them. It was that discipline and not plain simple luck that finally closed the gap. Hammer learned that the gang was in the habit of visiting the family of one of their associates near Benville Parish, Louisiana, and he built his plan around that one single human weakness, the one that most of us have, that they would always go back to the people that they loved. So on the night of May 21st, 1934, a posse of 6 officers from Texas and Louisiana took up positions in the brush along a quiet stretch of road near Sailors, and they waited and waited through the night into the pre-dawn hours, hidden completely, weapons at the ready, betting an entire manhunt on the idea that the couple would drive this exact road at least one more time. Bonnie and Clyde drove straight into that trap. When the car slowed near a parked truck the officers had staged as bait, the ambush opened fire. There was no chance to surrender, no negotiation. Officers unloaded on that vehicle from point-blank range. Some reports say that the car took over 100 rounds of indiscriminate bullet firing. Bonnie was 23, Clyde was 25. They died in the exact same seconds, in the same car, exactly the way they'd spent nearly 2 years together, side by side, and completely unwilling to be taken alive. It should have ended there, as a grim, violent footnote in Depression-era crime history. Instead, it became a legend that has never stopped growing. In 1967, a film turned them into stylish anti-heroes, sparking a full-blown gangster chic movement across America, Europe and Japan. Songs were written about them. Their names became shorthand for doomed, glorious rebellion. Now, nearly a century later, they're still being reborn. This time as pixels in Leonida, in a game that hasn't even launched yet and is already the most anticipated release of the decade. And you, yes you already know its name, don't you?